start with 1. Just a reminder, when you have them on the same side, have variables on the same side, you want to combine them. Don't start off by adding 8x or adding 7x. They're like terms, so put them together. So if you have negative 8 of something and negative 7 of the same thing, negative 15, right? Please, as you're doing this, keep the equal signs lined up, keep things neat. Nice and easy to follow. Do not write small, that nobody can see. You know, there's plenty of space, feel free to use it up. Remember, when you're multiplying and dividing, you always divide by the same number. So 15, negative 15 over negative 15 is 1. X equals 15 divided by negative 15, which is 1. And of course, if we had to verify, we could check. This is what you should do for every problem you're being quizzed or tested, so you know what your grade is before you turn it in. Always use parentheses for the variables, right? Just to make sure, no negatives. So this is 8 plus 7. Right? And if you get the same thing on both sides, then you know it's correct. Please do that. Please check it. Know your grade before you turn it in. And only after you do this can you really circle your answer and say, I'm done. Remember, just because you got an answer here doesn't mean you're done. You just got an answer. You don't know it's correct yet. Don't. You want to get out of the habit of saying, well, I did something, therefore I'm done with it. No, it's correct. Stop it. Okay. Good question, Tom?
We have to do that right there.
Yeah, please. Remember, we want to be in the business of passing algebra, not taking algebra. So that means we have to do things correctly, not just give it a shot. Skip down to 3. Same thing. So 4.7 minus 1.77. What is that? This is where the calculator comes in handy. 3.223. Okay. And keeping everything lined up. And then divide by the same number. 3.3 divided by 3.223. There we go. And end up with, what is it? Now we're negative 0.7. And yes, good check. Notice how this takes almost no time with a calculator. And it's not a thing that, well, can I do it or not? It's more of a just punch it in and see what you get, right? So, if anything, just by me giving you this homework, on the way home, you'll stop by and get a calculator if you don't have it. Because $8.50 will make all the difference. I wish we had some in here to help you use. We ask for them, but they don't have them, so we're going to have to make do. Alright, so yeah, just have to punch it in and make sure you punch it in correctly. Negative minus 1.477 times 0.78. there, that's when we get. Verify your answers correctly. Verify your answers correctly. Same thing on both sides. Add in the 2 steps. Notice how this does not have an X, but this does. So things that we're actually combining. Are the X's. So we have 1 plus 16 over 5. Place that in. And 21 over 5. I just combine the x parts right here. Again, I just, in my calculator, I just punch in, actually 1 plus 16 over 5, that helps with that. Otherwise, you'd have to do 5 over 5, 16 plus 5 is 21, so. Okay. Let's go ahead and add 1/2 on both sides. So you notice the algebra is the same. The difficulty is actually, there's nothing more difficult here, it's just that we have the right practice on. But since you're putting the calculations into a calculator, you don't have to worry about it. So here we go. 253 over 40 plus 1/2. $273 over 40. And then multiply by their 6. There you go. Yep. And the answer comes out too. Over equal. There you go. Now, of course, if you punch in the calculator wrong, you still get a wrong answer, so just verify everything that I've done. Things happen, but when you guys are checking, you guys can do this with each other and independently to make sure you each get the same answer. Even with a calculator, it can get, messy, or just one little, hit one little button wrong, everything turns out incorrect. So let's pause there, let you guys work on the ones on the right-hand side, and see how it goes. So let's flip it over, do a few on the back together. All right. Little reminders of distributive property. We're subtracting 8 and subtracting negative 16. Here we go. Subtracting 8 and subtracting a negative, which is a positive. Good. Then go ahead and combine with these. So you don't need a calculator for that. Just 5 plus 6 11. The negative I'm distributing, that's all. The 5 doing nothing. So, yeah, on here, just combine those two. Get that. Bring down the -8. Bring down the -96. Solve. +8. +8. 0. Again, keeping those equal signs lined up. Okay. Yep. 11. Oh, yes, you're right. Correction. 11. And divide those. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, and these do get a little longer to do a check. However, since this is your grade and determining for some of you whether you graduate high school or not, hope you don't see this as too much of an inconvenience. Just to verify and make sure you're doing something correct. We need to actually care that we're doing things correctly, not just go through the motions and hopefully everything works out. So this is 48 plus 8, which is 48 plus 8. 6 times 8, what's 6 times 8? 48, right? Yeah, 46. 56. 6. -40 minus 56 equals -96. There you go. Same thing on both sides. Checks out. So it turned out like, oh, I got to check it too. Well, look how it wasn't super long. It didn't take up all our time. And then, of course, oh, you got it right. All right. Would you like to do any of these here?
14.
14?
14.
Any of these left-hand column?
13.
All right. Here we go. Of course, you should be writing these down as well. You're not just watching like you're at the movies and then saying, well, how do I do all these when I get home? By the time you leave this classroom, half of it should be done and it should be exactly correct, unless you're not doing your job. Right? So let's say you're ticking at the doors to show me everything that I did up on the board. Otherwise, we'll give you a Saturday school until you start doing what you're supposed to do in class. Some of you are a little too comfortable over there, like you're just kind of kicking back. All right, here we go. Point 2 times 4.1. And I got 13.12. Yep. 3.2 times 1.8. 5.76. Let's go ahead and add 5.76 to both sides. Okay. we got 5.76, and we're doing minus 101.536. That's negative 95. 776.776 equals 13.21F. And our final answer, negative 7.25 equals that. Don't mind the spacing, I just like to keep things lined up. Please, as I go through my problems, you'll see that the equal signs line up, the variables line up, and keep things vertically aligned just to make it easier to follow. Alright, see you tomorrow.